Hey, yo, yo, what it is, what it do. Beautiful people of this world. Hope you're doing well, you're doing blessed. Me and my wife actually, she just found this and yeah, this is sad. You can read the title right there. Young boy tragically dies from a brain eating amoeba after swimming in the lake. And just crazy that what? What? So without further ado, let's play it. But just sad right off rip, man. Sad, mm, sad. But yeah, let's play it.
The family of 12-year-old Jason Carr is mourning his shocking death after he was infected with a rare brain-eating amoeba while he was swimming in a lake in South Carolina over the summer. Jason's parents, Clarence and Ebony Carr, join us now. Thank y'all so much for joining us.
Thank you.
Thank you for having us. You're welcome. Clarence, tell us what happened.
Well, Jason went to a friend's house to celebrate the 4th of July weekend. And they had a full holiday full of swimming, fishing, boating, just being a bunch of little boys, doing what kids do.
Right.
And when we went to pick them up, the next day, Jason was complaining about a headache. And
wow.
we weren't really sure what was going on, so we gave him a Tylenol, and he said that he did feel somewhat better.
You know something too, like when kids are constantly coming up to you and say, you know what I mean?
Yeah, you're not first thing is let's run to the emergency room.
Right.
And that's what I'm saying. It's like, how sad.
Right.
I just need to know what people.
Well, that's kind of like with Nana with her. You know what I mean? I mean, God willing, it's nothing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But
yeah, keep playing though.
The very next day, he complained about a headache again. And then we decided to take him to the doctor to just get him checked, see what was going on. With him being a multi-sport athlete, I thought maybe he was dehydrated because I know he plays hard, he's energetic, and I was really hoping that that's what was going on. Once we got to the doctor, they gave him a shot. I believe it was Toradol. Jason said that he was feeling somewhat better. So we went home and kind of had a normal night. Video games, playing with his friends. So things kind of leveled out. The very next day, Jason went to baseball practice. After practice, he wanted to go to a friend's house and hang out and play for a little while. So while there, the friend's mother texted my wife and said, "Hey, Jason's complaining of a headache again." And we said, okay, we'll keep an eye on him and go from there. Well, she texted back saying that he was vomiting.
oh man.
And that's when we went to go pick him up. At that point, I know Jason plays football as well. I was thinking maybe he's got a concussion, maybe he got hit and didn't really tell me what happened. So when we picked him up and came home to get his clothes together to take him to the doctor, we knew something was wrong immediately because he left us in the house and walked to the truck and waved to us, telling us, "Hey, I gotta go."
Wow.
So we grabbed the keys, took him to the ER. He walked in on his own. He was in pain. He walked in on his own. We went to the ER and he vomited there again.
Wow.
During triage. The doctor really didn't have a lot to go on other than the symptoms he was displaying, which was a headache and vomiting. Once they did the triage, the doctor was wanting to start antibiotics. Didn't really know which way to go because, again, he only displayed 2 symptoms. As time went by, Jason started to spike a fever. And that's when the the doctor had some direction of where to go, implicating an infection of some type. So they started different antibiotics, and we disclosed that he was in water. We did disclose that he was at Lake Murray. They were leaning toward meningitis, so they did a spinal tap just to verify. And while we were waiting for those results to come back, again, they were aggressive with starting the treatments. They didn't wait on anything. They just weren't sure which direction to go. And unfortunately, the culture came back showing that Jason was infected with the amoeba.
Y'all, I am so sorry. We grew up in Columbia. That's where we all learned to water ski and swim. Ebony, he was a great athlete. I know he was in middle school, played on the B team and JV for Dreher High School. He was first chair flute. Also helped special needs kids at his school that
Wow,
you don't even
that
know
kid
about
was into
until after
everything.
he passed away. We are so saddened. I know that they test the waters in the beaches. I don't know if that happens around the country, but in South Carolina, but they don't test the waters in freshwater, rivers and lakes. They don't have the funding for that. So I know you're on a mission to try to change that so this doesn't happen to other kids. I know it's very rare, and we did get a statement from Dominion Energy, which owns the lake. They create the energy for the area, and they said we are deeply saddened by the tragic loss of Jason Carr. According to public health agencies, naturally occurring microorganisms are present in fresh water, but these types of tragedies are rare. We encourage everyone to follow safety guidance from public health agencies when engaging in recreational water activities. Ebony, I'll give you the last word today for us. Tell us about your son.
Jason was a ray of sunshine. He put a smile on everybody's face. He was known for his infectious smile. He loved everybody, no matter your age, no matter your race, no matter your gender. He was the kid that everybody wanted their kid to be a friend to. He welcomed everybody with open arms. He loved God. He just loved everyone. He was just our ray of sunshine. I cherish the moments that we have with him. I'm going to miss the moments that we're not going to have with him, like his first dance, his prom, going to college. He was going to be that one that was going to be somebody.
Oh, for
Everybody
sure.
loved him, and he never had an enemy. And we're all going to miss that about him, and we want everybody to know that he was a great kid.
Absolutely.
Yeah, you're holding
He was a really great
his
kid.
tiger. I think his heartbeat, you can hear his heartbeat in that tiger, and you're holding on to that very
That's
closely.
correct.
He leaves behind,
Yes.
obviously the two of y'all, his family loved him. We saw the pictures at Disney World of his older sister and younger brother. If there's one tip that you can give parents to avoid this, what is it?
Do your research. If you're doing something that you've never done before, do your research. Also, these companies out here, if you know that there's something out there that could potentially be deadly, let people know.
Right.
So they can make their own informed decision on whether or not they
I
want to take
think
that
it's something to
chance.
do with Dominion.
God bless you both. Thank you so much.
And I think that's what she was leaning towards too. Dominion.
I had to look it up over here because
What do
I'm
you
like,
got?
How do you even get it?
Right. What's
says
it
that
saying?
The word Nagila, I'm butchering it, but
Go ahead.
anyways, it's that what was it called?
Amoeba.
Amoeba. It says that it lives in warm, fresh water, lakes, rivers, and hot springs, and it enters the body through the nose when swimming or diving. And it travels up the nasal passages to the brain, causing often severe brain infection.
Huh.
Yeah,
That's
how
insane.
does that- I
A
just-
brain eating.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but what about all the other
Amoebas
kids?
can eat your brains.
What
Right,
about
that's
the
what we
other
just learned.
kids that was
Swimming.
with them?
That's what I'd like to know too. What happened with them? And what they were doing. But yeah, that's what we just learned this, Ron. Little boy, probably right around your age, kid, or Gray's age at the very least. He passed away from swimming. That's sad,
Swimming in
man.
a lake.
Super sad.
That's insane.
And it can happen from if you swim in a pool too.
Right. I didn't know that. I had no idea.
If you can get them from swimming in pools too.
That's insane. Absolutely insane. But
Or not like the really clean ones with chlorine. You can swim in those without having it. But like the ones
the chlorine would kill it.
yeah.
Right.
But the ones that are kind of dirty and have like the green algae.
That's
if
where
you
it
go
likes
in
to.
that and like you go to try to catch fish, like people
Wow.
like putting fish in their pools
That
or
is
whatever.
so sad.
That
You
is,
catch that
man.
too.
It is. It said avoid submersion. The best way to prevent infection is to avoid putting your head underwater and warm, fresh water. Use nose plugs.
So it's from warm water,
Yes.
not
So-
cold.
Not cold, warm.
It'll
But
say that
insured,
with the
here it
middle
is,
one.
talking about
Oh, yeah,
insured
we have mountains
your
and
swimming
rivers and warm
pools.
lakes.
Yes. So that would be a prime place for it.
I was about
And
to
go
say,
figure, it's right there where they make
the moon
energy.
is.
Mount
It's something
Storm.
to do
It is
with
something with
the
what
energy
they're
plan.
doing. Oh, and well, she was making that implication that about Dominion. She didn't say it directly, but you could tell her
That
posture and
is so
her stance
God
on it.
bless. But had they known,
Right.
I
That
wonder
well, that's
if-
what I'm
if
saying. They
that
don't.
They went in there and knew, but how would you? There was no way for them to know that.
They don't.
Anyways, but is there any way that you could be saved from it when you get it? Is what
Right.
I wanna
Yeah.
know.
Well, that's a good question. Let's look that one up real quick, and then we get into this so
Like,
we can leave.
would there have been a time limit, like within a day, within the 2
Is-
days? Because it sounds like he went 3-4 days.
Right. Well,
without
yeah,
knowing.
yeah,
But
for
that's
sure.
normal because
Right.
a headache, you're not thinking nothing much.
Right.
You're just like,
Expe-
oh, you're
e-
sick.
e-
They got
right.
a headache. Now, after they did the right thing by taking him to the emergency room, after day 2, they was like, hey, something's up. He keeps having a headache.
It says that there's not a cure, but early diagnosis and aggressive treatment can significantly improve the chances of survival.
Okay.
Although infection is often fatal. Wow.
That makes me never, ever want to
That right. Oh yeah, for sure. For sure. Why even take the risk?
I'm done.
Why
If
even
I
take the
thought
risk?
We were going to go
Oh
to
yeah, we was
25,
going to.
I'm
Yep,
out.
forget that. Forget
Isn't
that.
sad? And we
That
grew
is.
up swimming in lakes.
Lakes, rivers,
Hell, I grew up swimming.
and
in
you
all
don't
that
think
shit,
you don't think yes, you don't think twice about it. But yeah, from
What the? It's got to be something. 20.
what is it? What is it that causes
You
it?
never even heard of that shit.
No, I didn't until now. But homeboy knew all about it.
I don't know, but we gotta go.
That was my son. But yeah, we're getting ready to go to the fair. Last day on it. Hope you guys have a blessed and wonderful day. And prayers for that family, man. I don't know if there's a GoFundMe, but I'd like to find out so I can donate to them, man. But wow. God bless.